Before tonight's performance begins, please take a moment to double check that your phone is switched off. May we also remind you that any form of photography or recording is strictly prohibited. If you attempt to do either, you will be escorted out of the venue. This goes for white, black, and brown artists. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, wearing clothes, standing 6 feet 6 inches tall. Since capturing Comedy Gold, he now has a perfect professional record. The heavyweight comedy king. Let's get ready to rumble with PC Paul.
Thanks a lot, guys. Blackburn. Good to be here in Pakistan. Good to be back in Rawalpindi. Good to be back in Lahore. Thanks for coming out, guys. I can't believe how many people have turned up tonight. I'm not 7 foot. I can't believe the turnout in Blackburn tonight, because I know a lot of people are expecting the old Paul Chow. Has anyone seen me before? Is it? Who hasn't seen me before? A lot of people have seen me now. You might have seen my old work, like What's Happening White People, PC's World, Live in It. And in those shows, I did a lot of bad language, scenes and subjects of an adult nature. And this is a pure family-friendly show. So there's no bad language. Exactly. It's pure halal tonight. There's no profanities. So if you're expecting the old Paul Chowdhury, I'm not doing that tonight. No. There's no haram tonight. You can't do haram in Blackburn. Isn't it? This guy's going, yeah, you can't do that. Back in the day, if I saw this tata, I would have gone, let's check him out, I would have fucked him up. But that's the old Paul Chowdhury. Got this guy running around, he hasn't got a ticket. I would have gone, good, now sit down, Ben. That's the old Paul Chowdhury. I don't do that anymore. And I would have seen this board, I was sat with this Indian woman and I would ask her if her parents know about it. You know, that kind of. I don't do that anymore. And I would have chatted to these little tate in the front row, 7 years old at my shows. What's this little tata kota pants what I do in the front row? No, I don't do that anymore. This is the new Paul Chowdhury. How did you get it, man? It says no children. This kota's got his phone out. He's like, filming. Fucking filming. The nuns falling out and everything. Sorry, that's the old Paul Chowdhury. I don't do that anymore. Check out these guys just staring at me. Why is your face lit up like that, man? How you doing, man? Hello? Thanks for coming out tonight in Blackburn. I can't believe how many people have turned up. I didn't even know this many people lived in Blackburn. Because I want to be a family-friendly comedian now, innit? I don't want to do no haram business. I want to be like Ant and Dec. Not the one that drinks and drives, the other one that does cocaine and prostitutes. That Rami bad job now. I want to be like that guy. I'm very inclusive, you know. I don't care what religion, race, gender, sexuality. If you come with your boys from the shisha lounge, whatever you identify as. We've got so many different genders in this room, isn't it, tonight? How do you identify, sir? Sorry, I don't mean to call you sir. What would you say your gender was? Male? No, don't fuck about. What are you? Some kind of Janana Pet. Everyone is welcome at the show tonight. I didn't realise that no white people were going to turn up. Alright, there you got Sharon over there. No, they put the white people on this side in case they get scared and want to run away. You're right, Dave, how are you, mate? What's your name? Andy! Proper fucking god, ain't it? Where you from, Andy? Where? I'm going to look like a real piece of shit, right? That's how he speaks. Nice to see you. What's your name again? I forgot already. So what's the girlfriend's name? Yasmin! Who's this cop that running around in the background? Oh, sorry, that's one of my boys. He's worked on the show. Got that. This is my audience now. Where's the rest of the white people, by the way? I want to see if anyone has turned up. They're shitting themselves. That's my audience. Proper fucking Daves and Sharons and Yasmins. Proper fucking geezers, mate. That's the kind of crowd I get. Fucking Sharon, John. And then Terminal 5 Heathrow Airport. These cut there straight off the boat. How the fuck did you get into the country? It's about 55 years old, this Kota. You want to play with him? Come on, boo boo, play with him. That's why I got this shit up on stage, bang, sure. I love my crowd, especially my northern crowds are the best crowds in the country. The northerners. You're the real crowds. You tell the truth, innit? It's a crowd. I want to read out some of the feedback I get from my audience members from all over the country. Yeah, this is some of the feedback I get on Instagram, Facebook, all those kind of social net. Here's one I got for putting the trailer up for Family Friendly Comedian on YouTube. Sultan Vinak commented, "When are you coming to Kabul? It will be a blast." Mighty Eagle commented on YouTube on what's happening to white people. He ain't, I don't think he likes me, he ain't funny for shit. Dead comedian. His moustache looks like a fanny lip. Now obviously this section won't know what I'm talking about. Just don't listen to this part, but what is a fanny lip? What Kota sends a fanny lip? And firstly, has anyone seen a putty with this moustache on it? Imagine this putty was on your moustache. You look like a putty in the front. I mean, imagine the putty just moustache. Handlebar moustache. Seriously, has anyone heard of a fanny lip? That, apart from the Indian women, has anyone... What are you clapping for, Kota Pair, Jota? Haram! Colin Goodwood sent me a message on Facebook. I went to one of your gigs in Halifax a few years ago, but I had to leave in the interval because you stirred up the mainly Asian community into a hateful frenzy. And we didn't feel safe. Now I do realise there are lots of white people here tonight, and you might feel unsafe during some parts of my performance. Alright, and I want to assure you, you're supposed to. It's our turn now. We've got a brown Prime Minister back, John. We've got a brown Prime Minister, he's still a coconut bastard. I'm Rishi Sunak. I thought you were brown. He's whiter than Boris. He makes Boris look like a Pakistani. Here's one. Matt Shin said, I don't know if this was for me or for another comedian, right? But this is the British public. Matt Shin said, many years back, I was diagnosed with diverticulitis, which meant I had to have an ileostomy and a stoma. I was extremely ill, it took me years to recover. When diagnosed, I was told I could die or become impotent post-op. I laughed more at that news than I have at this show. That's why I like coming back here to Blackburn. Is everyone from Blackburn, by the way? Yeah? Where are you guys from? Preston, Leeds. Cooking in the back. Stop cooking. Yeah, I was actually there. Listen, let's go now. Where are you from, man? Preston! How long have you been going out with Priya?
Beyonce.
What? You came to our country and you stole one of our women? Fiance. You've been to India now?
Not yet.
You're gonna get fucking... You're going back. When you get married?
2 years' time.
The whereabouts on that? Cheshire. How long have you been going out?
4 years.
What? 4 years? Do her parents know about this shit? There's no going out for 4 years with a woman and then you... You know, look at this, in Pakistan, right? You can't go out for 4 years and then get married. You meet at the wedding and then... 4 years. Have you found yourself here? I know a lot of Gordon go to India. Let's go to Goa, that's where I'm going to find myself. Let's go to India, that's where I'm going to find. Let's go to Sri Lanka. That's where I'm going to find myself. Fucking go Leicester! Go Birmingham! Go Bradford and shit! Has any Indian ever come to this country to find themselves? We need to go to England to find ourselves. Yeah, let's go to Burnley. That's when I'm going to find myself. Now you're going to find yourself working at Chicken Cottage, mate. When Dave comes in pissed at him, give me a fucking chicken wing. Fucking bastard. I'm finding myself depressed. I met this white girl the other day, her name was India. Hi, my name is India. India? What's your friend called? Bangladesh? Who's that? Afghanistan and Bin Laden? Because I've been doing this for years now. In fact, right, I don't know if you see, I've been doing this. I was like, one of the first British Asian comedians anyway. I was the first. What are you clapping for? Huh? There's a proud moment. No one else gives a fuck. I'm fucking working at a shisha lounge. But thanks is a proud. I was in fact talking about proud moments. I was the first ever British Indian comedian on BBC's Live at the Apollo in 2012. I was the first one. There wasn't not much diversity way before that coconut Nish Kumar, that wannabe roadman Guz Khan, and that googly-eyed Sri Lankan. I was the first, didn't it? I know some people got upset there. That's a bit out of order, isn't that joke? It's out of order, man. In fact, I did that joke, right? And them three found out about it, and they weren't very happy. In fact, I did this Muslim charity show in Birmingham, and Guz Khan comes backstage, proper angry. He goes, "Bruv, why the fuck you say that, man? Gospel, that's bang out of order. Why you say Asians, man, we're supposed to stick together, bruv? Romesh is crying." And I had to phone up Romesh and apologize, which is quite a difficult thing to do. Right, Romesh, hello, man, how you doing? I'm good, man. Listen, I just want to apologize for calling you a googly-eyed Sri Lankan. And let's get this clear. I love my Sri Lankan people. Have we got any Sri Lankan fans in tonight? One. Fuck them. One Sri Lankan fan. I've got more water than Sri Lankans down there. I don't want to cause any trouble with the Sri Lankans. I think there's already a petrol crisis. But Gus Khan was right, man. We should stick together. I shouldn't be cussing them. You know, I'm proud that I opened up the doors and let them walk through, and they're getting countless shows for the BBC, making millions and millions of. I'm proud that Coconut Dish Kumar, wannabe roadman Gus Khan, and the googly-eyed Sherry Lincoln. I'm proud of them. They're not playing Blackburn to little Tate and Kote and Jota in the front row, are they? They're not playing to children who are 3 years old, test tube baby bastards and arms out there, are they? I am. Who's really made it? Because you know when I did this, people say, what's it like being a spokesperson for the Asian community? Listen, I'm not a spokesman. I can't speak on behalf of everyone. You know, you've got all your own minds, and the problem is, right, you can't be a spokesperson for the Asian. And that's not why I did this job. You know why I did this job? For the women. But not one fit woman has ever come up to me after my shows. It never happens. You know who comes up to me after my shows? Please start there.
Give me selfie. Please, one selfie. Selfie? Selfie. You know, my boys, please. Stand in the middle and girls, selfie.
Fuck yourself, you bad Haram Zada. I did a show last week in Bangladesh, right? Sorry, Bethnal Green. And we got any Bengalis in tonight? Bare Bengalis here, isn't it? Whereabouts in Bangladesh you guys from? Select. How long you been there? He's gone quiet now, isn't he? No visas, no papers.
Select, shut up, you fucking. People here, fucking
One of my boys came from, this is a true story, he came from Sylhet, right? And he couldn't speak a word of English. 10 years ago he came to this country, he couldn't speak a word of English. And he was walking down the street, he got a bit of stick from one of your boys, John. Come to our country! Speak our fucking language! Speak our fucking language, you bastard! He got really upset.
people saying, I can't speak English. Go back to your own country. I'm very upset.
And his drug dealer said, listen, man. Don't worry about it, bro. I'll teach you how to speak fluent English. So his drug dealer used to sell him drugs and then charge him extra for English lessons. That's modern day Britain now. The drug dealers are your teachers. But because of his drug dealers, the guy can speak fluent English. I said, what's the guy who can speak fluent English? And he goes, me a bad man now, you boy, and you pussy old man for test me, you shoot up his bombo clad. I preferred it when he said,
I can't speak English.
I remember one guy came up to one of the selfie. He said, you know, Paul, can I have a selfie? I said, he goes, look, you know, your comedy, Paul, helped me through a dark time in my life. My wife left, the kids don't talk to me. And because of you, I got through it. I said, you know what, mate? Just take the selfie. I ain't got time for this shit. You know, I fucked up your life. I'm probably going to say, pump, rude boy, I say. Pump, me, I do it. I'm not sure I should be doing these jokes, is it?
Want to play with it? Aja, boom, aja.
Hopefully, this is a very family-friendly show, you know? I'm trying not to do any haram business anymore. Because that's what I do all kinds of shows. If you want to book me for your birthday, your 5th birthday party, I can come and do some jokes. I do weddings, I recently did a wedding, I do Muslim weddings as well, by the way. If anyone wants to be, I did a Muslim wedding in Preston last month. We've got people from Preston, innit? Fucking shit on. Pretty Bashar place that. But I mean, that place, man, I went to this house, they booked me for this Muslim wedding, it was in their garden, they had a marquee and everything, right? This house had 25 bedrooms, acres of land, massive yard. This house must have been worth at least £20,000. It's in Preston, isn't it? And the thing is, when I do your wedding or your party, you tell me what to say and I'll say it, right? And the guy getting married, I said, what do you want me to say? He goes, my cousin's here. He goes, call him gay. Is that it? Yes, they call him gay. I think, all right, well, it's your wedding. So I walk out, and there's little kids running around. I saw you guys there. Playing on your iPads and shit. They're running around. I come out, right, and doing jokes, going quite well. I see this guy, I say, look at you, man. You look gay. Audience, the Muslim audience, like applauding, clapping. Yeah, fuck me, gay. He's laughing. Everyone's laughing except the guy I call gay. He's not laughing. His wife's not laughing. His kids aren't laughing. He gets up and starts running towards the stage like Will Smith. Take my name out your fucking mouth! You take my name out your fucking mouth! And his dad gets up. Sit, son, sit down, I take care of this. And his dad takes the mic off me and says, son, listen, Paul, this is not good comedy for our family. This might be good for your shitty shows in Blackburn, King George's Hall. Not this family, it's not halal. And I took my friend with me. He was like, oh, this is terrible, that was, wasn't it? It was terrible. I thought we were going to get killed tonight. I got his number, but that's not the point. You've got to be very careful with jokes. Because I know a lot of people now think it's acceptable to slap a comedian. Remember when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in the face? Who thinks Will Smith deserved to slap him in the face? Who thinks Chris Rock deserved to get slapped? Yeah, some guys up there. Some people might be thinking about coming up here and slapping me in the face. I do realise that's a danger now. I do slap back. With my lung. In the face. Don't get too excited. Slap it, no, slap it. That's out of order, man. Slapping comedians and shit, innit? Will Smith slapped him in the face because he said he did an alopecia joke. I don't think it was an alopecia joke. It was just about his wife having a bald head. Innit? We've got a lot of people with bald heads here. Look, we've got two pack, this Pakistani two pack in the front. One pack in the front row. There's no like... I would have been a lot more family friendly with that. I'd have said there are advantages to your wife having alopecia. Like she never has to shave the pudding, you know, that kind of moustaches, you know, that kind of... I would have started bringing this bastard on stage. By the way, normally, when you see these shows, a comedian does the first half hour and then I come and do the second hour and a half, right? But because it's my first time in this venue in Blackburn, I'm doing the whole show tonight. I'm doing the whole 5 hours. And there's a cost of living crisis and I can't afford another comedian. And you all know the backstory behind this thing, right? I did Bradford. Anyone from Bradford? Some of my boys in it. And I was on stage, and this got thrown at me on stage. This Gordy threw this at me on stage. And by the way, when you're on stage, a little bit of inside information, I can't see it. All I can, because the lights are so bright, I can just see the front row. You can't see much behind that, right? So I'm on stage, and this Sharon... And then she threw this at me. So all I saw from the darkness is this flying through the air. Just flying through the air. And all I could see was a gollywog coming towards me. Now the horse in the kitchen. And then it landed. Pick it up, Paul. I picked, take his top his top off and he's got abs. And then the worst part was yet to come. But this Koti Gori bang, what kind of haram business is she just thrown at me?
Want to play with it?
Jordan. We'll be back in about 5 minutes after a quick interval for the second half. Thanks a lot.
Please welcome back to the stage, Mr. Paul Chowdhury.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for coming back for the second half. Hope you enjoyed the first act. You looked a bit like me, innit? So, listen, I know some of the people were upset by some of the things I said in the first half. To these little duckhead. I just want to apologise if any of these little Kote Harams out there were offended. Because, this show is a family show, alright, and I don't like the material and a lot of the, the music that these kids are playing these days. Like Cardi B. Put these in wall. Mega the Stallion. What do you listen to? Have you heard this shit? I was listening to music, WAP. Proper haram, innit? Huh? Did you say show me? Do I look like a pudding to you? WAP, do you know what this stands for? Sharon? Joe? Hello? WAP. Wet ass pudding. That's what these kids are listening to now. And the lyrics are get a bucket and a mop. A what? A bucket and a mop. Look, I'm not going to speak on behalf of the women here, right? But has any woman been so aroused? They needed a bucket and a mop. You probably pissed yourself. This is music now. Happened to be one time, I was with a woman and she was 95 years old.
A bucket and a mop.
It was Wayne Rooney's ex-girlfriend. Oh, that was the bad bit. Alright, let's go back to family friendly. Who run the world? Jews! Okay, I think some people clap for the wrong reason.